Good morning, guys. It's close to 8 a.m. right now, and this is my first ever video on YouTube. I'm just adjusting my camera. What I'm trying to say is, I just bought a 3 BHK flat, okay, and I had two thoughts if I should go or not, okay, because I didn't have the sufficient funds. But what was happening is, I live in a standalone building. This particular building that I live in is a standalone building, okay. Now, what happens is there's a road besides the building. Now, my kids, they basically have to, if they want to play, they have to play on the road. Okay. Our generation, the millennial generation, we had big grounds, so big grounds that we had ample enough space for playing. But my kids, they have to play on the road, and there are bikes and cars, big cars passing every now and then. So even if they have to play two balls of cricket, there will be seven vehicles passing in within those two balls. Okay, that is not the only thing. What happens is uh, they don't have this amenities thing. Okay, and there is always this risk of uh, some injury or any accident that could happen uh, if they play on the road. I should have ideally bought a 3 BHK flat with gated society with children's play area long time ago. I in fact I'm in fact late in making this decision, so I actually regret that as to why I didn't make this decision early. Okay, so I took a leap of faith. I didn't had enough money, but I anyways made up my mind and went ahead and booked that 3 BHK flat. Okay, and this is my first ever video on YouTube. And right now, I'm not bothered about the height, the exposure, because I just want to put forward my point that we keep on hesitating to make decisions that we don't take them, and 2 to 3 years down the line, we regret that it was such an amazing flat, it was such a spacious flat, and it had all the children's amenity, and the builder was reputed, and I could have stretched and I could have made the payment. So you keep on regretting after 2 to 3 years, and what happens is this regret stays within you, stays inside you for a long time, and then you unnecessarily keep on blaming yourself, like, yeah, I should have taken that flat, I should have stretched, whatnot. So, if you're someone who is listening to this, and if you have already made up your mind to buy a 3 BHK, but your financial condition is not so good, see if you can stretch a little bit. Uh, Manage that initial booking amount, manage that stamp duty and agreement fees, and then you can take a bank loan and try and adjust the rest of the things. Okay. Uh, I know there will be many comments, bhai iska mat suno and don't fall into this loan trap. Perfectly fine. They are also right. Okay. But it is your life. If you have some dreams and desires, those dreams and desires won't be can't be influenced by somebody else's comment, because it's your life, you have to live it, right? And so what I finally did is I bought a 1.4 cr 3 BHK flat, because I had just seen it, but I had given up the point that I will not take it. But then that regret lived inside me. Okay, that lived inside me, and it always used to wake me up that I should have taken that, I should have taken that. So then I finally took a decision. Let's go ahead. Let's take a leap of faith. And I booked that flat for the booking amount of 1.5. Okay. Now I have to figure out the stamp duty, registration, uh, and I even figured that out and I completed that. Now I need to figure out the next steps. Okay. And not just figure out, try and arrange the money. So I'm taking the necessary steps to figure out the next steps. So here's my suggestion for anyone planning to buy a 3 BHK flat. Have the initial booking amount ready. Figure out how much stamp duty, registration, and GST you will need. Okay. Try and accumulate that money. Okay. Uh, I am a kind of person who isn't bothered about BMW, Audi, Ferrari, iPhone, Labubu, Starbucks. I don't give a damn. I am a kind of person who doesn't Like, who doesn't go behind these sunshiny objects like sneakers, 10,000 ka sneaker, 15,000 ka sneaker. I still use 1,000 rupees ka shoes, not even 1,000 rupees, 600 rupees ka shoes. And I'm not so much bothered about these type of things. What I'm bothered about and what I really love is living in a 10,000 square feet house, living in a 4.5 BHK duplex. I personally like to live like that is my desire. Like, your hall should be so spacious, as much big as this terrace that I'm on right now. Those are my simple desires. I'm least bothered about owning a BMW, Ferrari, 15,000 ka juta, going to Starbucks, Labubu, right? So the point behind making this video is, if you have a desire, don't let it die within you. If possible, stretch a little. If possible, accumulate the money, do proper planning, uh, and maybe you will have to do a little more hustle, okay? And you will definitely at least see, it's very simple. Booking amount 1.5 lakh, stamp duty 7%. Let's do a calculation for you guys, okay? I buy a, I'll just do a calculation for you guys. Mine is 1.4. For you, I'll say 1 crore, okay? 1 crore is your actual property value, okay? Final cost which developer has quoted you. Booking amount 1.5 lakh to 2 lakhs to 3 lakhs, anything. Stamp duty 7%, which is 7 lakhs. Registration fees 30,000. GST 5% means 5 lakh. Now what you will have to do is, you will have to accumulate 12 lakh 30,000 as this stamp duty, GST, registration, 12 lakh 30,000. And you have already booked your flat at 1.5 or 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs, whatever. 1.5 is a respectable booking amount. Get started with that. And you need to have 12 lakh 30,000 to begin with. And then you have the loan sorted. This video is applicable for folks whose salary is beyond 1 lakh for sure, okay? Guys, then it's good if you have rental income as a side income. It's good if you have dividends coming in. Dividends won't be too much, but if you have a rental income, amazing, okay? That will basically serve as your part prepayments. So the plan to buy a 3 BHK flat is booking amount of 1.5 lakhs. Then you pay your stamp duty, GST and registration, okay? Stamp duty, GST and registration. Okay, guys. Now, the next amount, you will have to pay all of your processing fees to your HDFCs, ICICIs and whatnot. Okay, so figure out that part as well. You just have to take aside some part. Now, whenever your loan has started, your disbursement will be 50 lakhs for the initial 40%. Initial 40% work is done, they will ask you for a disbursement of 50 lakhs. Your EMI is 36,000. Doable, right? Even if your salary is 50K, you can still pay a EMI of 36K. Now, if you have a salary of, let's assume, 70K, whatever is the gap, start doing part prepayments. I have taken 2 loans in life. One is 34 lakhs, one is 26 lakhs. What I did is, I used to do part prepayment, okay? Let me give you another fun fact. It has been 1.5 years and Nifty has given negative returns. This is my personal opinion. This is not a blanket statement. When you have a home loan, you should instead try and close and knock off your loans, okay? You should try and close and knock off your loans instead of investing. I know this is a contradictory statement, but I have repaid and closed my loans by doing continuous part prepayment. There was a point in time, my bank account had only 1,500 rupees. Every single month, end of the month, I used to have only 1,500 rupees. Why? Because my needs, desires were so minimalistic. I'm such a simplistic man that this mobile that I'm recording for is a 12,000 rupees mobile. 12,000 rupees mobile. I don't give a damn about iPhones. I can buy one iPhone every month, and I'm not joking. Seriously, okay? That doesn't make any sense. it's a waste of money. If I have to buy, I will collect 2 months ka salary and I will buy a MacBook Pro, because that makes sense. Because you can use MacBook for freelancing, you can use MacBook for doing projects, you can do MacBook for video editing, whatnot, whatnot. I'm just giving an example. I would any given day save my 2 months salary and buy a MacBook Pro instead of investing on iPhone. iPhone से सिर्फ calling करूँगा, photo खींचूंगा, done. As simple as that. I'm least obsessed about iPhones, Labubus, matcha, Starbucks, everything that the Gen Zs do. I'm 180-degree opposite of Gen Zs. 180-degree, literally. Okay, and you can bash me and troll me for that. No worries. Coming back to the point, 1.5 lakhs booking amount, 7.30, that is 7 lakhs stamp duty, 30,000 registration fees, 5 lakh is your GST. Then you have your processing charges from the banks, that goes to close to 60,000, which is MOD, NOI, legal charges, processing fee, सब मिला के 60,000 side में रखो. Okay. Then by now you have your sanction letter ready. Go to the bank, and let's assume you have 40% of disbursement request. They will make their initial request of 50 lakhs. I'm just giving a hypothetical scenario and helping you out. When they send out that disbursement of 50 lakhs, that EMI will be 36,000. You can easily pay that EMI. Okay. Once you have paid that 36k EMI, let's assume your salary is 60,000, you're left with 24. You can at least do a part prepayment of 10,000 out of 24, and rest 14 you can try and manage. And again, I'm not a guy. Even if I have to order from Zomato, I order once in a blue moon. I'm not an impulsive spender. Once in a blue moon, and that is only when it's required. Okay, कि घर में कुछ भी नहीं है, and everyone is tired, literally tired that nobody can cook. That is when I order from Zomato. And you spend thrifts, guys. You just want to blow up your money on Ola, Uber, Zomato, Swiggy, Myntra, right? It's your money again, it's your money, but then you shouldn't complain to why my savings are, why I'm not able to save. Because you're blowing your money on Flipkart, Myntra, right? Amazon shopping, Great Indian Festival. So when you spend, you shouldn't complain why I'm not able to save, okay? And I just thought of making this video just to explain you guys the plan, the realistic, practical. Now, some of you might say this is not practical. That's completely respected and justified. Everybody's opinions are respected. And I'm not putting my opinions on you guys. What I'm trying to say is, if you think buying a 1.5 CR and 1.4 CR and 1 CR property is difficult, you have to break it down in chunks. You have to do the reverse planning. I will need this much for booking. I will need this much for stamp duty, GST, registration. I will need this much for bank processing fees. Okay. At least sort out these 3 major important things. इसके बाद क्या आता है? Your loan will be approved and sanctioned. Then your disbursements will start. That is when you will have to keep managing your money. Okay. This video is applicable only for those people whose salary is beyond 85,000 to 1 lakh. This is definitely not for those folks whose salary is 15,000. So this is very much straightforward. Okay. I'm not saying that you can't buy. You can definitely buy. You just try and increase your salary. Work alongside. This video is getting long, but listen to me. Why the hell are you spending 12 hours of your life just watching those Netflix series which are not giving you anything? You guys are watching IPL, spending 8 hours of your life just watching cricket. Those franchisee owners, they are making money. The ad people are making money. The TV people are making money, right? The players are making money. What you're doing, you're just sitting in front of TV for 6, 8 hours, and you're addicted to this kind of entertainment. I don't want to take this video long, but I haven't watched cricket ever since Virendra Sehwag has retired. Okay. Now you might say, stop forcing your opinions. Perfectly fine. Please go and watch IPL. Spend 8 hours of your life on pure entertainment because you're getting dopamine hit by watching cricket, IPL. Spend every single day of your life watching IPL for 2 to 3 months, whatever it is, and just forget about what are your desires and goals and everything, and keep doing that. Guys, if you found this video to be helpful, this is my first ever YouTube video. Because the thing is, I'm just to show you, I'm still adjusting my camera. Okay, so instead of thinking, uh, I need to have an amazing, I need to have an amazing tripod, I need to have the best exposure. भाई 12,000 का phone लेके terrace पे record कर रहा हूँ. Okay, so I'm just recording on a terrace. Okay, so okay guys, I might not be watching into the camera, so this is a suggestion that I should be watching into the camera. Guys, if you found this video helpful, please do hit the like button. Please subscribe because I'm going to bring many more valuable videos. You can go to my shorts channel and you can check out the shorts. Okay guys, phone गिर गया. Okay, sorry, no worries. What I'm trying to explain is, you can go and watch my shorts channel. I create valuable videos from time to time. So this is a suggestion if you are creating a YouTube video for the very first time in your life. Just flip your camera, your phone, ठीक है, so that your camera is on the right hand side. क्योंकि देखो मैं आपको सिर्फ दिखाता हूँ, ये मेरा फर्स्ट एवर वीडियो है और कैमरा मेरा ये साइड पे एंड आई एम लुकिंग ओवर हियर. सो इंस्टेड now this is far better, right? If you're a first timer YouTuber and you're facing this challenge, do try out this trick if it works, because this is my first ever YouTube video. So guys, see you in the next video. Thank you.